This beautiful woman came out of the boundary. She wanted to offer this poor monk a little food. Just as she poured the food into her pocket, suddenly there were black vines sticking out of the bag. She realized she was caught in the monk's trap, but it was too late. The vines quickly wrapped around her and lifted her up in the air, having achieved his goal. The monk no longer hid his true identity. He tore off his tunic and wiped the red mark on his forehead. His strong arms instantly burst the beads. Then he put on his boots. The scruffy-looking monk turned into a handsome man. The man summoned his mount, a huge bat. He placed the woman on the bat's broad back, and then he sat on it himself. The bat looked very heavy, but it flew with great agility. The man thought he could take the woman in peace. Then a huge eagle suddenly appeared. The man quickly dodged the bat and flew forward with all his might. But the eagle doesn't give up. It fought with the bats. The man realized that the giant eagle was trying to save the woman, but the bat's power was not enough to get rid of the eagle. So he decisively sends the bat lower and then climbs again. This sudden movement causes the eagle to lose sight of its target. It's blocked by a thicket of vines. Before he's flown more than a few kilometers, he's back in pursuit. It flies above the bats with its nimble talons. It rips through the tangled vines. It tries to save the woman. The man orders the bats to lower their altitude. Their bodies almost touch the water. The water splashes up and towards the eagle like sharp swords, but the eagle seems unaffected. It's still following them closely. Only a small distance separates them. They are in constant pursuit. The man knew that the only way to get rid of the eagle was to defeat it. So when the eagle closed in again, the man makes a decisive move. He grabbed it by one of its claws and dragged it into the air and threw it down. The man was confident that the eagle would be seriously injured and would never fly again, but the eagle was strong. He was able to endure the pain in order to save the woman. It lifted its wings and flew again, and quickly caught up with the woman. The eagle's strength angered the man. He summoned 1,000 little bats and attacked the eagle with a vengeance. The eagle was still very much alive. The bats were unable to subdue it, but at this critical moment, the man slowly stood up. In his hand, a dazzling sword appeared. He flew up in the air. He mercilessly cut off one of the eagle's wings. The eagle fell from 10,000 meters in the air. The powerful impact shattered the forest. The eagle fell heavily to the ground. It stopped breathing. The woman witnessed the eagle's death. She was in agony. She asked the man who he was and why he wanted to hurt her. It turned out that the man was Roberts, the Demon King. He fell in love with this woman 10,000 years ago, but what he didn't know was that his reckless behavior would bring him great disaster, because the woman's husband is a being that no one in the universe dares to mess with.